Hi everybody, it's Christy here. And guess what? Do I hear Mommy making coffee? It sounds like it. Oh my gosh, I think she is. So guess what? You know what that means, right? It's time for Scarlett's Coffee Lounge, where she will make a cup of coffee and chat with you. And maybe, just maybe, I'll show up to banter back and forth with her. So, I hope you guys will come join us right now on the far out world of coffee creations for my mommy Scarlett's Coffee Lounge. Christy, what are you doing? Oh, hi, Mommy. I'm just eavesdropping on you making a cup of coffee and introing your coffee lounge. Christy, you kook. Yep. Hey, Mommy, where's those biscuits? Oh, stop it. Travis, quit corrupting the kid. Anyway, so stay tuned because you never know what she has in store on Scarlett's Coffee Lounge.
Yeah, Scarlett wakes up thinking about coffee. Frappuccino, cappuccino, not a coffee clone. Freshly brewed, just for you, fresh in every cup. Kick back and relax, enjoy every sip as she talks and laughs. There's some banter with Baby Shark. She might have Maxwell House, 8 o'clock, or some kind of cake pop. You just never know what Scarlett's gonna do. It could be a frappuccino, cappuccino, such an aroma. Not a coffee clone or something fancy. In different flavors, you never know what Scarlett's gonna do when she makes coffee for you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and enjoy the show. Yum, yum, yum. Good cup of coffee, fresh with every sip. Thank you for watching. Y'all come back now, you hear? Smell that coffee brewing. Yum, yum, yum. Wait a minute now. Don't forget the biscuits. Yum!
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the far out world of coffee creations. As promised, I'm going to make some more peanut butter cup. We'll have a lounge this morning. Whoops, if I even know where I'm going. We're going to have a lounge this morning and have a buckeye that I got from our field trip last week. So we're going to set this right here, and we're gonna have some yumness. And why is that open? Alright, so grab peanut butter goodness, and I have an update on the iPad situation. My staff messaged me late last night when I was recording the one I put up late last night, and said that she had to have my info to make an appointment. So we're waiting now on when it's going to happen, because I had to give her my Apple ID and password information, because she, of course, they made it more difficult where you have to put it online, and of course it's not accessible, so you have to now trust people with your information. So, you know, they tell you never to give out your ID and password, but they make things so, pardon my French, effed up, that you now have to trust people with your password and ID. Make up your mind, peeps. That's what I say. I mean, okay, who's to say? And my staff would agree with this, I'm sure, if she's watching this, because she probably will. Who's to say, you know, everybody has a staff? that's a trustworthy staff. Not all staff are, they're supposed to be, but some of them have secret lives, Not all of them, but some of them do. And she knows where I'm going with this. Sam's pretty good at, understanding my descriptions here. But, there are some, and I've had some humdingers, and Sam knows this. She don't know my nightmare from hell when it comes to staff, but except, years ago, my former staff does. And she's like, oh my God. But basically, you don't know these people. Some of these people, you don't know them sometimes. And so, here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. I mean, you have to trust these people with everything when you can't see. And so then you have to now trust them with, information that is always told you're supposed to keep sacred. Keep it to yourself. And it's like, yeah, sure. I mean, not all of them are bad, like I'm saying, but it's the point of you have to trust people, and not everybody has staff. Some people have some loser friends that they think are good people. Trust me, been there, done that. And I know a few of our subscribers know what I'm talking about. People tell you, oh, I'm a good person, I'm nice, I'm not mean. Uh-huh. Yeah, right. I know who she's talking about on that one. Yeah, exactly. And guys, guess what? We are going to have some caramel, because I'm not letting this stuff go bad. Because if I don't get to have caramel apples, guess what? I'm using this caramel bit. So we're gonna have some caramel dip in this baby. We're gonna have some caramel goodness in this baby. I think all I'm gonna add in this is this dip, because it's kind of, We're gonna add a big spoonful of this caramel dip in this thing. Ready? I just put a big old scoop of that in it. And I'm gonna add another bit of it. Come on, come off my hand. There. Now I'm going to close this lid. Because like I said, I don't want to waste it, so since I don't, yum. Yummy. Yum. Let's see. Nope. I gotta find that chocolate. There's chocolate. Let's mix real quick. Let's get this all mixed up real good real quick. and I'm mixing up, like I said, I just added some caramel into it, some caramel dip. It's actually an actual dip that you use for caramel apples. I mixed some of that into it. Now I'm going to add some caramel creamer to it, if I can find the right one. Okay, we're going to add, and it's caramel latte creamer. Talk about caramel. It's going to be a major caramel fix. Exactly. And with as much caramel as I did put in it, we might not need to add much sugar. See, this is the fun part about when you play with this stuff and you, like I always said, for those who do not know, if you're new to this channel, I always say coffee is fun because you can play with it. You can make fun combinations out of it. So this is another fancy version of my caramel Reese cup. If you guys have ever had the caramel Reese cups, I'm telling you, they are so delicious. And again, I'm putting 3 packets in. Just 3. But, you know, coffee is fun to play with. It is. It really is fun. Because you can sit there and you can make all sorts of stuff with it. Now, I didn't add the peanut butter because I want to try it with just the caramel dip first. Because I want to see how this turns out. Alright. Now, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to wash this skin off. There's not even a drop of dip on it, guys. I washed it off thinking there was going to be, but there was not. Alright. Well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this in first and taste it. Then we'll come back and get the buckeye. Okay? We're going to take this in and just test it first. And then I'll come back in and grab my buckeye. I only have one left. So I figured, you know, if we're going to have peanut butter cup one more time for a lounge, we will have that. So let's taste this, guys. Oh my. Oh my. Wow. Yum. It's good, guys. It's wow. It's definitely caramely. And it definitely melted in there. But yeah, like I said, you guys, we are on a start for that, to get that fixed. So hopefully and prayerfully we get that taken care of. That is, wow. That is really freaking good. Yummy. Num num.
You think your buckeye will taste good with that?
Yeah, because it's got peanut butter in it. The only difference is my buckeye's white chocolate.
Oh,
That's the only difference, really. And it's not caramel. There's not caramel in it. So I'm kind of waiting on this to go down just a little bit more. That way I can carry it without spilling. Not that I'm going to spill it, but when I'm going to have something in both hands, I want to make sure I can carry it. Well, I guess I have to go in the kitchen anyway, so I'll be back. Because these dum-dums in the kitchen like to knock things around in the kitchen when they shouldn't. They don't care about safety, I'm telling you. It don't matter to these two dum-dums. They slide out the thing all the way to the front. Instead of just nudging the food dish, guys, they knock it all the way out in the middle of the floor so that I trip over it. They do not care about safety at all. So I just went ahead and grabbed the damn buckeye. Screw it. There's no sense in making an extra stinking trip. Boys, these two are not ESA material. Just saying. When you guys pick an ESA, don't pick the first thing that comes along. Don't make the same mistake I did. Do not make the same mistake I did. Because unfortunately, you might not get an ESA. You might end up being the ESP. All right, so ready?
yep.
Ah. And again, guys, this is cold. Do not eat it fast. Not that it'll be like ice cold or anything, but like a sundae, or a milkshake. But never combine cold and hot really fast. Like when I finish this, I'm not going to chug coffee right away. And also, guys, from what I'm hearing, the inevitable is upon us. So, just to tell you guys that hopefully and prayerfully, we get the iPad fixed so I have some backups because severe weather crap is coming in. You know, the season. So, because I have family in those areas. And, because our family's like all over the freaking place. So, I will be like intently watching that. So,
Mmm. Mmm. Yummy. This Buckeye's good. Mmm. Yum. That was good. That was delicious. Mmm. Now a sip or a drink. Woohoo! That definitely takes the caramel and amps it. What? Yikes! Yikes, guys. Ouch. I didn't expect that! Holy shnikes, y'all. I wasn't expecting my caramel to, like, jump out like that at me after eating that. Damn. Hello. And of course, I'm watery eyes because it's morning. But yum, that was good. Yummy. But like I said, Kirsty asked me to do this yesterday, and I thought, you know what? We'll do it. Because I don't have any more flavors out. Oh, Fuego. I hate that stupid thing. Didn't that happen in the dead of night and scare the crap out of you? Yes. And I've heard this many times, but when you wake up in the dead of night and you hear somebody moaning from your bedroom in the kitchen, oh. And the worst part, you guys, it was in a bad time. That's why at night I try to turn the volume down, especially on bad months, because the one part before he starts the screaming, it sounds like he's like he'd been hurt already. He hadn't even been hurt yet, but he knows it's coming and he's scared. But it sounds like he knows he's about to die, and it's like he's like, oh. And guys, I'm gonna tell you straight up, it reminds me of my late grandpa. That's the way he would cry out in pain. And I can't, that's why I hate Fuego. That's why if you were, let's say anybody was on a call, Sienna, if this ever happens and me ever are on the phone with Rocky at the same time, if she starts like just making stupid noises, that's what she's doing. She's trying to drown it out.
So like, if she'll sit there like that or something, she's trying to drown that out for me because it triggers me really bad. Because some of the pain noises that they make are really triggering. It's really bad. And I'm doing this for Megan's benefit too, just in case, you know, that ever happens to her and somebody is triggered by that in her future, she can do the same thing, because Megan's, you know, good at drowning stuff out too. So like, if you ever have a friend, Megan, and they say that triggers them, just make stupid noises, make as much noise as you can make, whatever you need to do to keep it from and, you know, because not always turning your devices down will work, because sometimes they want to fight you and not turn down. They want to be stupid. Hers, when they're muted, exactly. Because I tried to turn it down, but it just, yeah. So yeah, just thought I would, you know, throw that out to people that, you know, something like that, if they tell you that something like that triggers them and your device wants to fight you and not turn itself down, well, just make stupid noises and drown it out. Trust me, it works. Because you're just concentrating on their dumb noise they're making, that you don't pay attention to the creepy stuff. But yeah, so hopefully we can get that iPad taken care of, guys. And I'll be able to have backups when the weather goes cuckoo, cuckoo. Anyway. God, that's amazing. I love the peanut butter cup. Like the outro song says, it could be a coffee that I've never tested before, or a coffee that I love, like 8 o'clock coffee. They nailed that. They freaking nailed that, y'all. That band, give it up for our band. They're kudos to them. Come on. They rock. The cast ball. Anyway. Christy! And we have our banter and Sharky. And you guys will hear me repeat this, you know, as time goes on, about our new subscribers, just in case they don't follow all of the series. But we call her Sharky because that's the county we virtually live in. We live in Sharky County in Rolling Fork, Mississippi. So, yep. Too bad it's not real. Yeah, amen. I said this on A Match Made in Heaven, The Promise of a Lifetime, but I'll say it here too. You know, for a place to yank your heart out as much as this one has, for me, for real. I mean, it's virtual, but damn, I wish it wasn't. That little town has pulled at my heartstrings so hard. And I'm going to tell y'all, and Megan has known me for years, the woman that I mentioned in here. Megan has known me since 2021. Now, it could have been late 2020. Megan, comment on here, please, and correct me. I think it's either late 2021 or not late 2021, Jesus. Late 2020 or early 2021. She knew me before Nick even did. She knew me first. And I'm thinking, Megan, correct me, I think it was like January or February, I believe, if it wasn't the year before. I don't remember the exact date. Heck, it's been so freaking long anyway. But I met Megan first. And then basically that's how I met Rocky and Lonzy and all the rest of them, was through Megan. Because she found me via my podcast that I used to have. Ugh. Anyway, and I'm earthing because that was a bad situation at that time. Megan will tell you it was not a pretty day. Because I was constantly being harassed on there. And that's why in my comments, or in my thing, I always say, negative stuff will not be tolerated because I hate negativity. I hate it with a passion. Megan knows it. Mom knows it. Everybody knows it. Well, basically, Megan can tell you that I had just gone through a nasty breakup the year before. And basically, my point is that in 2019, when I wanted to go see the man who is now my ex, let's just put it this way. My longing to go to Rolling Fork, Mississippi can overpower that in a New York minute. That's how strong my passion is to help them be on the map for more than just what they're on the map for. You go in and look that town's name up, and all you see is that pain in the butt EF4 tornado. That's all you see. You don't see anything else but that. And it's disgusting. And part of the reason I think that is because that town, it was a little town and basically off the map, in a sense, where people never heard of it. And so it's all of a sudden now it's like, it's known for that. And I want to try to change that, even if it's virtually. And it's like, dang, man, that's what I'm trying to do on A Match Made in Heaven, The Promise of a Lifetime. I'm trying to, put it on the map for something better than just that dadgum dad burn twister. But anyway, and that is one of them that I said, that's when I started to have that belief of what I told you guys yesterday about the storms being possessed. That storm, that supercell, I do believe was. Now, not all of them do I believe that. I kind of had to change my thought process when I talked to my mom about that other one. Which you guys will actually get to see that full story if we can fix that dad burn iPad. But we'll get there. We're in the process of hopefully getting an appointment. Because unfortunately, they wouldn't tell her the days they had available, so she had to get my info first. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Sorry. Damn it. Outro song, cut it out. Hey, Mom. What? Where's those biscuits? Oh, stop it! But, yep.
And that would be the bedroom door. They're playing with the bedroom door. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Crazy cats. And it's so weird because Justin, the one that don't wear a collar, you don't know he's around. He could slip away and you wouldn't know it. Clancy, the one that wears the collar, is the vocal one. And his meow, and I'll just tell you guys, when you hear him, the reason he drives me nuts is he'll stand by the kitchen door, because to get out of our apartment, you walk through our kitchen, and he'll stand there and just do that pitiful meow. And what scares me is people are so sensitive around here that they'll call the cops, and that's what I'm afraid of anyway. They're so sensitive, they're going to call the police and tell him I'm abusing him, and I'm not even near him. And he just stands there and does that. That's why I get on him, like, get away from that door. Because there's nothing even wrong with him. There's food down, there's water down, there's toys everywhere. And they're not all little toys either. No, they got like 4 scratch posts now. And they got some little thing that has a ball in it that they spin around. I love that thing. And they gave me one, the shelter gave me one for him, them to play with. And anyway, but he stands there and does that right by that door. And I'm like, dude, stop. Because he's not even hurt. It's just the way his meow is. But some people would take that literally and think, oh my God, she's beating on the cat. And here it is. I'm like 3 or 4 feet away. I can't reach him that far to even pet him. Let alone I'm not going to smack him. Now what I do, especially with Justin, is thumping. But like, you know how on a big dog, you can sit there and like that? I do that with Justin and he attacks me. He'll start kissing me to death. Justin and Clancy are not normal, I'm telling you. These two are not normal at all when it comes to cats. Their attitudes are just like... But yeah, Justin, I can sit there and thump him on the side like that, and he just loves it. He is a crazy cat. And buddy, you put Celtic music on, and Clancy goes nuts. He loves Celtic music. So honestly, if you're wanting me to be honest with you, I picked the right name for that cat. And like I said, Justin, Mr. Four-Legged Hayward, that's my joke. I call him Mr. Four-Legged Hayward because he loves the Moody Blues, buddy. Put the Moody Blues on and he's happy. Just don't play Metal Mania. No, oh God, no. If you want to live to see tomorrow, do not play Metal Mania. They hate that show. I actually had to give that show up because of them too, because they didn't like it. They did not like Metal Mania. Let's see. What else can I tell you about these crazies? But like I said, Justin, you don't even hear a peep out of him. When he went to get fixed, puppy, I'm kind of recording right now, honey. So virtually, Dad's in surgery. That way, if you guys heard the word surgery in the background, you know what's going on. But, let me go turn off the freaking phones. Because, yeah, if I don't, it's going to pop back up again. Doop 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 doop. Beep. Hush. Samantha, who ain't a Samantha? Anyway. Okay, that was all. Okay. Hiccups. But yeah, so crazy cats. That is so good. Yummy. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, I longed to be there more than I longed to go to Minnesota at that time. And, you know, that's saying something, because I had wanted to go to Minnesota bad, because I wanted to meet him at the time. And that is saying something, because let me tell you guys, I wanted to meet the man who I thought was my soulmate. Turned out he wasn't, but it's saying something about Rolling Fork right there. Because for me to want to go that bad, more than I wanted to go to Minnesota, that's saying something right there, buddy. Yeah. Because that was to meet the man you thought was the love of your life. Exactly. Then you ended up not being. And I'm going to just call out somebody. Because if I would have been there, she'd have gotten a butt whipping if I'd have heard her say it. But I'm going to shout out Kyla. Kyla. Yeah, KK. Our friendly neighborhood KK. Who's a staff where Mommy works. Mommy made a comment the other day that, you know, she's giving up to find a real love right in front of everybody. She's not going to try to find one because she keeps getting played and she keeps getting hurt. You know what KK, Kyla, some people call her Kai too. You know what she said? Don't do that. Even though it's probably safer, but, you know. And I even told her, I said, the way things go, I said, and I'm not saying the 3 UN words at all. I'm just saying, I'm not looking because I'm not getting hurt again. I'm protecting myself from that because every time I turn around, it's painful. It really is, you guys. Getting played and getting hurt sucks. And people that follow me, there's a few of them on here that know that happens. And what really makes it bad, and Megan, I don't know if Megan knows this part,
because she knows a lot about that part of my life. But a lot of people will claim that they want to adopt little Christy and then shove her away. It's one thing to shove me away, but you do not shove my daughter away. That's a big no-no. Megan will tell you that. That is a big Mom will tell you that. Lonzy will tell you that. Nick will tell you that. James will tell you that. Casey will tell you that. That's a few of them right there that follow me that no. You don't shove my kid away. That is a big That is a big no-no. And that's why when I started this channel and she started making appearances, I'm not going to even, and I'm proving this, I'm not even shoving baby Sharky away. Because, one, that's my daughter. I'm not going to shove my daughter away. Two, she likes to come in and entertain. That's what Christy loves to do. That's her character. That's how, when I got her, that's how I built her reputation. She loves to entertain. She loves to make people laugh. Originally, she was going to help kids learn technology because she's good at it. She would have been good at it with her crazy banter and her crazy stuff. But then you had Copa. And it's like, well, now she can't interact with them. If it's made for kids, she can't interact with them. So it's like, well, that just screwed her over. I mean, I understand protecting kids, but at the same time, they're going to... Wackos, I'm sorry, are going to find a way around anything. Sorry to say that. I totally understand protecting them, but not all adults are out to hurt kids. Some adults want to help kids. There are decent people out there as well. But we're all lumped in a group because of that. Because of the psychos that want to, do bad things. It's like, that's how I feel about it. It's like we're all lumped in one group that we're wanting to harm children. Because of, well, if you make your content for kids, they can't talk to you, they can't communicate with you. I'm sorry, we're not all pedophiles here. We're not all out to hurt kids. And that's all I'm going to say about it because it just makes me angry. But, it's like, it's sad. And then think of this. Rocky, and she wants me to mention this, by the way, before I get jumped about bringing up her stuff on YouTube. I did this on our Special Awesome Family as well. She has a chromosome deficiency, which makes her look, facial-wise, like a child. And they dub her as a kid, and she's a freaking adult. So they think she's making kids content. So now it's... and she's not. And I told her the best thing to do is make it that, label it that it's not. And if you have to, drop a few choice curse words. Not that you swear all the time, but if you have to do that to prove a point. That's why I do swear a bit in these, so that people think, so that they know it's not kids content. I try not to drop the F word, but I will say other words because... Now, the only time you would ever hear me ever, and Keenan and Meg are both witnesses to this, the only time you'd ever hear me drop an F-bomb is if I'm extremely mad at a situation, or... What is it, Christy? You're sitting here just not paying attention and all of a sudden, kaboom, it's thundering really loud. Yeah. Sometimes I'll drop an F word if that happens. Not always, but sometimes. I try to watch my language if I can catch myself. I try not to use that word. It takes a lot for me to say that word. Megan and them are a witness to that. Mom's a witness to that. It takes a lot for me to say that word. But let's just say I'm under anxiety stress and something makes me madder than a witch's you-know-what. F-bomb city. Nick will tell you. And like I said, you guys don't see that side of me, praise the Lord, because I won't show that side on here. I can show you, how I calm down with anxiety. And I've got it in my hand. Coffee. I mean, that's a big thing. If I'm under an anxiety attack,
tomorrow? Yeah, probably. I'll come on and let you hear how drained I am. I'll come on and show you if I have to deal, let's just say I have to deal with something during work, I'll come on and do just a lounge or something and just show you. Because honestly, I'm going to come right out and say it, y'all. If it wasn't for my shows and my YouTube and everything, it would be just a mess. Speaking of, you need to upload that one to Dropbox. Oh, yeah. Yep, I do. I do. I'll have to go in and rename the title though. I'll put the date on it in the, yeah. Yippers. And I gotta figure out what the heck to do about the other one because, yeah. If you can get Jenna, you can get that one, yeah. But if not, I don't know what to do. I don't know who to put up there. So it's like, oh dear. I will message, find out what's going on there. See if Jenna can find that for me. If not, I'll have to figure something out and put it, like, work on it in the morning when I get up. I'll just get up really early. Go from there. But anywho, but yeah, it's been crazy, guys, let me tell you. But I will definitely, like I said, I'm keeping you updated on this situation with Apple because if we can get that this week, that'd be epic. It would be epic, epic, epic. Because, yeah, we need to... we need to get that taken care of so I can get you guys what I promised you with the lessons and that will be done on a weekend so that I have plenty of time to pre-record it. I will not do that on a weekday, especially if I'm working. Now, if let's say we get that done on Friday and I get back, I'll run at those with that weekend, but I won't put it up until I let you guys know it's coming first. So what I'll do is I will, let's say Samantha gets us an appointment on Friday. We get back, I will start working on those because they're already pre-recorded. All of the series, it's all pre-recorded. All I have to do is run it through, connect it, run it through, run a Match Made in Heaven's one thing through. And then, because I think I have to connect that one, because I just put it in and then I didn't get a chance to connect it. So I have to go in and connect the second part to it and then run it. But, excuse me. What was I saying? But I'd get those recorded. And then what I'd do is I'd get up Saturday morning and I would run a straight up, a new one, a new version, a lounge, and tell you guys, okay, we got the thing fixed. You're about to get the lessons learned and the series that I promised you. I will run that one, put it up first to let you guys know what's going on, and then put the past episodes up. So when I do a past episode that I promise, I will put those up after I put up a new one. So unless, for example, weather's taken over, I'm just going to run it and go from there. So that's what's going to happen. That's the gist of what's about to happen. So if it's one that I promised you that I'll put up, which is going to be the lesson learned that I told you guys about. Actually, both of them. I might put both of them up. And then put those up and put up the 3-part lounge and get that put up for you. Because that would be kind of dumb to just put up one part. We got to put all 3 up so you guys have plenty to listen to. Because I haven't uploaded in for frickin' ever. So I'll give you all that in one shot so that you guys have plenty of content just in case, heavens to Betsy, I'm not able to upload for a couple days because of Mother Nature being a dorkhead. But I'm going to try to, because I'm able to watch it on my phone. So if, for example, Ryan says, hey, there's going to be an outbreak on, let's say, a Wednesday, for example. If I have to, I'll get up and run it in the morning. Then if I have the iPad fixed, what I'll do is I'll watch it on the iPad and I'll run the new one and put it up for you guys. Now, if I don't know and it just happens on the frickin' spur of the moment, because sometimes Mother Nature does that, I'll be on the iPad running a flashback if, God forbid, I get home and, oh, all hell has broken loose. I'll basically run something on the iPad, listen to it on the phone, and get you something. I will try to get you content as much as I can, but I'm not going to, like I said, it's not going to be an everyday thing. But I will try to get you some stuff so that you do have plenty of content if, God forbid, I do take a couple days off. So, I'm not saying I will, but if I do, that's what's going on. Because I know I won't be able to run a match made in heaven because I have to have both devices. So, unless I do a morning grace or a sunset serenade, which even if I do that, I would have him on in the background. I'm not going to do that. Not that he would care. Yeah, exactly. Especially if I'm talking about how he helps with anxiety relief. Not that he would care. Because he helps people. Ryan wouldn't. I couldn't see Ryan giving a damn if I did that. To show that. But, yeah. I honestly couldn't see him caring if I did that, but I wouldn't do that just to do it. You know what I'm saying? If I was to do that, to show that, I would get his permission first. I wouldn't just, not that he would mind it, I don't think, because I don't think he would do that because he tells people to clip stuff out of his streams all the time. I don't think Ryan Hall would care, but out of courtesy, I would ask his permission first. Because that's the way I am. I think you should, Mom, just to see if he responds. That way you can show people how you do deal with storm anxiety. Before all heck breaks loose. Yeah, I could. I could ask. I mean, not that I'll get a response, but at least it's been posted. Because that man's busier than me. So, in fact, I might have to look. I might have already done that. I don't know if I did or not. I don't know if I did or not. I'll have to look. Woo! You can smell that caramel dip. Woo! Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. I'm gonna put this in the sink. And I'll throw these garbage in the trash. Knock 3 times on the ceiling anyway. Making sure they're not in the closet. Because if they get in the closet, that's their fault. Rinsed it out a little bit and then I'll actually clean it later. Ugh. That was delicious. Yummis. Anyway. So anyway, guys, I will be back later on this afternoon because I don't want to do this now. I don't want to drink it now because that's not a safe idea. Like I said, I'm being safe here. I'm going to come back this afternoon, record part 2, basically, of today. Not part 2, but a different one altogether. And I'll put them up as soon as I get the second one done. And that was the one I made last night. It's the peanut butter cup, or not peanut butter cup, geez. The French toast, the fancy French toast, cold. I was going to say peanut butter cup? No, that was today. That was this morning. Yeah. It was the fancy French toast. I made it again last night, as you guys saw. And I said I wasn't going to drink it. I have not drank it. And we're going to try it and see how it is cold. See how French toasty it tastes. Yummy. Anyway, I will love you and leave you till next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy a nice hot cup of coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, which I'm assuming you are if you came over here. And I'll see you back here soon on Far Out. Have a great day, and God bless.
We hope you've had a great time here with us in the far out world of coffee creations, where Scarlett, your barista, has tasted, tested coffee of different varieties. It could be a coffee that has never been tasted before. It could be a coffee that she just loves, like 8 o'clock coffee. Yum, yum, yum. And of course, smell those biscuits cooking. Yum, yum, yum. So good. If you come back again, you'll get to hear some more fun with Scarlett, your barista, and Christy, your bantering Sharky. Yeehaw! So come on in next time and set a spell with Scarlett. She'll brew some good coffee for you. In the Crying Keurig, I think you'll just love that coffee. Yum, yum, yum. Smell that coffee. And every time it'll be a different thing. And sometimes it might just be some 8 o'clock coffee. You just never know what Scarlett is gonna do when she has coffee with you next time. Yeehaw! Hope you had a great time today. We sure did. Yeehaw! Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
Hi everybody, it's Baby Sharky, aka Christy, and I would just like to thank you for watching the Far Out World of Coffee Creations. Mommy will be back, and I might just pop in for a quick visit. So stay tuned, because the barista, my mommy Scarlett, has a lot more where that came from. Hey Mommy! Yes dear, where's the biscuits? Oh good lord, you're gonna act like Travis? Yep.